Damn it. Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
I am Lord Dohalim of Elden Menancia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
Locked and loaded!
Its armor's still strong.
Split it open! Make it break!
There! Vacuum blade!
Fair enough!
Demon
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Rising Falcon! Shut him down!
Here's the evil! Dance in the wind! Here's the freeze blazer! Chain between heaven and earth! A whale of goodbye! I'll heal you all! Wind astral energy!
Shield and the now you see what I can do.
Do it! Light astral energy! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Photon! Arctic waterfall!
Make it rain!
Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
By the power of flame!
Here goes!
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Here's the evil! These ones can run rings around us! Freeze Lancer! Far enough! Water astral energy! Light astral energy! Purge malevolence! Here! Freeze Lancer!
Do it! Ensnaring to me.
Here!
Yeah! And pummeling to me!
Demon Fang! Lightning strike! You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
Explosive rings!
Demon Fang!
By the power of blood! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa! On guard! Ha! Think you can fly?
This one's
Make it
all
rain!
mine!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Oh, did you try to come over? Here, let me help. Flaming meteor!
Demon Fang!
I think I'll pass on the hand grenade.
I can carve through armor!
Down! You're all
That'll bring you down.
Demon Fang!
Here's another. Purge the blah blah blah. That's an instant.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara. Here's the raging captain.
Leave the charges to me!
Gemini head.
This one's all mine!
Not on my watch. By the
Demon Fang!
water.
Flaming meteor! back!
Drinking orb!
Piercing
Illuminate the
wind!
dark! Come forth!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Soaring Light Spear! Strike! Not today!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Soaring Light Spear! Demon Fang!
Magic is
I'll
there!
smash you!
Denied!
Here's a healing heart! Winds of air!
Soaring Light Spear!
Blizzard blow!
Demon Fang!
Flaming meteor!
By the power of flame! Here's a
Think you can fly?
Demon Fang!
Thunder blade!
Try harder!
Heaven and earth! Explosion! A wailing
Demon Fang!
Is it in the sky or mine?
Winds of thunder blow!
Try harder!
Ready and rare!
Will this all be
Demon
fading?
Fang!
Flaming meteor!
Healing the wind!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Do it!
Oh! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Out of our way!
Demon Fang! I see one, eh?
I never miss!
Demon Fang!
I'm the true gunslinger around here!
Let me help!
Demon Fang!
By the power of flame!
Do it!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that! Burning Thunderfield!
Freeze battle! I can handle
There's the wind!
Mission!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Demon Fang!
Illuminate the dark! Come
Here!
forth!
Now we're not!
Here's the call! Heaven and
Eat
earth!
dirt!
Wailing Thunder
Here's the Florida!
Demon Fang! Do battle!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Demon Fang!
Now you see what I can do!
Like shield? We're not finished!
Think you can fly? Do it!
Illuminate the dark!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Let's dispose of this trash!
You got spirit!
This one's mine!
I owe you one!
Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
I won't show you any mercy! Now you'll learn! Burn in hell! Demon Fang!
That'll bring you down! Look sharp! It's here! Charge! Here's a healing art! Save you. Do it! Kizara! Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
Demon Fang!
Air thrust!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the forbidden?
I'll do my best!
Demon Fang! You picked the wrong...
You're all
Demon Fang!
Piercing
I owe you one!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Far enough!
Demon Fang!
Shield and
Vacuum Blade!
a charge like that
They're
could easily
for
be fatal.
interruption! Just as well, I'm here to stop! Ready and ready!
Demon Fang!
I can carve through armor myself together! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika!
Demon Fang! Eat dirt! Demon Fang!
Flaming meteor!
Here's the evil!
Wind!
Blaze will roar! Freeze Lancer!
Rising Falcon! Vacuum Blade!
For the stockpile!
Demon Fang! Vacuum
This
Blade!
one's mine!
Going in! Not on my watch! By the power of water! Ready? I never miss!
Prepare to be
Illuminate the dark!
Demon Fang!
Hey, holy glimmer! Holy lamp!
It's too much! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Going in. Leave the charges to me.
Can't be
Forenox!
Healing circle.
Demon Fang!
Between
Demon Fang!
Here's the
Eat
wailing
this!
dancing lightning.
Demon Fang!
Blizzard bloom.
Divine
Precipice
Precision.
water.
This is the
Take
wheel
it.
I call. In here.
I'm not done!
Clear spear.
Take
Here's
it!
the evos.
Falling
I'm
sword.
not
Freeze
done!
Lancer. More with that.
Demon Fang!
Radiant Light.
Demon
Now.
Fang!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
That'll teach ya. Thanks for getting cocky.
Go no further.
Vacuum Blade!
I'm only getting
I owe you one! Try harder!
I'll heal you all.
Demon Fang!
Flaming meteor.
Vacuum Blade!
Inferno crossing.
Healing circle.
Rising Falcon!
I owe you one for that.
Demon Fang!
Reload. A whirling struggle.
Damn!
Winds of
Demon
heaven.
Fang! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Hurricane
Water. Hear my call.
It's on!
switch.
Huh? You picked the wrong fight!
Burning
Demon Fang!
Not in your dream. I'm ready.
Lightning. Glacial spear.
Here's the evil. Freeze Lancer. I never miss.
Lightning strike.
Void Shattering!
Easy.
Attack off.
A wailing
Infernal
dancing.
Sword!
Let me help.
Demon Fang!
Make it rain.
Remote!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Murder rain. I'm all sucked up.
Demon Fang! It's on! Demon Fang! We did it!
Annihilation.
Can't get out of this!
Wind astral energy. More with lightning.
Vacuum Blade!
Inferno crossing.
Demon
Do it.
Fang!
Think you can fly?
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Demon Fang!
You made me angry.
Here's the evil.
That was a bad idea.
If you won't bow out nice, then you leave me no choice.
Engaging!
Here's the flame of fury! Burning!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Molitor!
May 1,000 gales carry
Demon
you!
Fang!
Relay! Here!
Center! Fall back!
Here!
Demon Fang!
May 1,000 gales in your dreams! Now!
Attack time!
Switch me now!
No escape!
I never miss!
Demon Fang!
Hurricane! Make it rain!
Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Will this help?
Demon Fang!
The water! Healing!
I can feel my power growing! Right, here goes!
Burn up!
Cyan instant!
Aw, too shy to come over? Here, so much for talking it out.
Demon Fang! It's on!
A change between heaven and earth!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Demon Fang! Burn!
Take this, Meteor!
Demon Fang! Win!
Inferno!
We're not dead! Demon Fang! It's on! Demon Fang!
May 1,000 gales carry you!
Strike!
Burn! Demon Fang!
Press it go!
Now!
Ready to go!
We did it! Demon Fang!
Here's a healing scheme!
Demon Fang!
Far enough!
First aid!
Demon Fang!
Lightning! Gale force!
Could have been worse. This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Alphen,
You again.
tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for. let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when...
We can talk later. Here it comes!
What? I've never known Faria to control Zoogles like that before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
What the? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zoogles, then we get some answers.
Another
Escape!
Flaming meteor! Wind after energy!
I'll smash you!
Lunar
Demon
production!
Fang!
Dance in the wind! By the power of
Vacuum
air!
blade!
A whirling struggle!
There!
Winds of heaven!
There!
Force!
Lion power! This one's all mine!
We now time to shine!
Demon Fang! Not today! Demon Fang! Vacuum blade!
I can destroy them! Mega ray!
Never wait!
Anything in
armor is all mine!
Save you! Dance in the wind!
Charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
That'll bring you down!
Now we're not...
Here!
Force flash!
Coming through!
Rising circuit!
Here! Healing circle! It's weakened!
This ends now!
A whirling circle!
Wind!
Wind power! First force!
Rising circuit! You picked the wrong
Sweet
fight!
mouth.
There!
More without syndrome! Hurricane!
Vacuum blade! I can carve through armor!
Mega ray! In here!
Do it! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
A whirling struggle!
There!
Shield and
Severing wind!
piercing roll!
Soaring light spear!
Back into the fray!
Light!
Lightning!
Vacuum blade!
Here it comes! Focus! On your toes, everyone!
Demon Fang! It's too much!
You get the gist. Healing circle!
No! Can't end here!
Don't leave me!
Anything in armor is all
Here's
mine.
evil! I'm ready!
Lunar arc.
I've still got some fight left in me. Here's a healing arc! First aid! Water astral energy!
Smash you!
I'm ready! Back into the flow!
Voice flash!
Meteor! First aid! Hurricane fire! Lightning! Annihilate! Wailing
Raven
lightning!
Strife is yours to be let free!
Lightning katana! Hurricane strike! Thunder blade!
Demon crank!
Come forth!
Piercing
roar! Not in your dreams!
Demon Fang!
Hurricane strike!
Now you see what I can do!
Demon
Where are
Fang!
you going? In here!
No! Can't end here!
Not done yet! It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out!
Rising Falcon!
Tidal wave! Lunar clip! Flying
Point
astral
blank!
instant! I'm all stuffed up!
Searing Gale!
I can handle it!
Demon Fang!
In a bind?
Piston!
Can't end here!
Anything in order is all mine! I feel that some healing arm! Hurricane strike!
Through armor!
Raging cascade! Blizzard blow! Dance in the wind!
Vacuum Blade!
Marvin Revive!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Rising Falcon!
Now!
All mine!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Now it's just her!
Faria, can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning!
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Forgive me.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already past, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.